First of all, I would like to introduce you to the territory where we produce our wines, because I think that history is always very important and it reflects what we are today. So, I don't know if you know Monferrato. It's a territory of old roots. It was a real sovereign state founded by Alla in 1967. He was a knight, a Saxon knight of the Emperor Otto I, and it remained a free state for more than 8 centuries. Since the beginning, this territory has been divided into small estates, and during the centuries this became more and more fragmented into small properties that were gradually owned by farmers. That attitude became even more evident during the 18th century, when it became part of the reign of Kingdom of Sardinia under the Savoy family, because they needed to create a new class of little owners that could then also become loyal soldiers to unify Italy. So nowadays the average property is around 3 hectares in this area. Tenuta Santa Caterina, which was built in the Middle Age and used to be a little fortress with its own agriculture activity, and it was part of a defense system of the Benedictine Abbey of Grazzano, also founded by the first Duke Allerano. It finally became a mansion in 737, and it started to live on its agriculture activity by then, like most of the fiefs of the area. In fact, the vineyards have always been part of the mild hills of Monferrato. The rich terroir and the favorable climate helped us to produce wines with a strong characterization and personality. That is why, after a break of the production in the last decades of the 20th century, my family decided to start viticulture again with Tenuta Santa Caterina. The new project began with the restoration of the property as a whole. So not only of the vineyards, as you can see here in the pictures, you can see a vineyard before and after 3 years, but also of the main house and its ancient cellars, because it was in respect of the tradition of the territory and its values. The people who work with us, like our enologists and our agronomists, started because they believed in this new project of excellence deeply. So it has been possible for us to create a synergy, a virtuous synergy, and that I hope will result in the personality of our products. Now we produce, the hectares of the property are 22 that produce wine, so vineyards, and they are divided in what will result in 10 different crus. This is because we think that specialization nowadays is of great importance. since, as we all know, the competition raises every day within the European borders, and even more in respect to the new markets, so the new realities, like, for example, Australia, Chile, South Africa. We think that this is why we decided to concentrate our efforts on the production of wine, first of all, and this requires great work and self-denial. On the other hand, the choice to produce just 10 crus permits us to go on with the scientific research and to pursue the maximum characterization of the territory of our wines and of the terroir in which our vineyards grow. In an era where new technologies permit almost anybody, anywhere to produce, let's say, semi-good wines, because with the new technologies it's quite possible to produce drinkable wines. I think that the territory has to express itself in the product, to be special, to compete with these new realities, and to gain a personality that has that can help you to survive in this market. I think that wine in general expresses the vital energy of a territory and of the people who create it. So it's a heritage that has to be protected on one hand and promoted as well. We don't want to abandon this heritage that we have, especially in Europe, where we produce wines since centuries. And I think the abandonment of the wine areas would be a great loss for humanity in general. So we have to stick together and promote it all over the world. Promote our character that identifies our products. This is why we decided to enter the Italian Federation of Independent Wine Growers, which is in turn part of the European Confederation of Independent Wine Growers. The wine grower is who carries out the whole production from the vineyard to the commercialization of the bottle. The goal of these entities is indeed to advocate on a national level and also on a European level to have laws and bureaucracies that can be more concise and simpler for smaller realities like ours, for example, and permit these small realities that are as well of a great value to compete with the wine industries of the world. Made of wine growers, it's not only an entity that is there to advocate, but it tries to protect a philosophy of doing wine. It's a way of living, full of passion and of belief that they are doing the right thing, and that they are pursuing a goal that goes beyond the profit for itself. It is precisely this desire of land that made me choose to dedicate my life for agriculture. since childhood, I have always breathed the air of wine in my home. My father taught me that you have to have a great respect of nature, and he got to me the love for plants as well. He used to tell me that plants have a lymphatic system, and so they could feel my delights and my sorrows, and that makes me still feel safe when I'm in the vineyard. In spite of this feeling, when I finished high school, I decided to study law in the wake of a world that demanded the imaginary pursuit of profit and self-promotion. So I never abandoned this feeling for the countryside, for my love for the countryside, but I just dedicated my free time to the winery. That was not so much, indeed, as I was a law student. And but when I finished my studies, the world had changed. As we heard today, the world crisis affected in first person our generation, and that made me think about my future, about what was right to do in a moment, and in a historical moment like ours. And that has awakened in me the need, first of all, to anchor myself to something concrete, so to something that I could touch with my own hands. And the research for a long time values, not a profit that comes immediately maybe, but that I had the idea that couldn't last anymore. This is a choice that I thought could help me more in my personal fulfillment. Also because nature demands patience, so you have to be willing to wait to see the results. But I think when I will see a noteworthy personality coming out of our wines, it will be of great satisfaction. And agriculture, on the other side, demands a lot of work and strain. But it's a challenge that I wanted to take on, and I still want. So I hope that it will be of great satisfaction too. So for today, the question is countryside a valuable investment for the future? I say yes, for those of you that didn't understand the answer before. But I think on two conditions. First of all, you have to know that you are competing with wine, well, not only wine, but in agriculture in general, with industries that have economies of scale that can help them. So if you have a small reality, you have to specialize yourself in the respect of the territory where your estate is. And you have to respect its history, because if you promote a territory in its whole, you will have more chances to go far away, so to get on with your business. Then you have to, this is exactly what we are doing in Tenuta Santa Caterina and in Monferrato in general. It's a territory that unfortunately in the 20th century produced lots of wine for Milan, that was just 1 hour away. Not high quality wine, but quantity. Although it's a territory that has great potential to produce very high quality wines. So we are trying to give a new birth to this territory. For example, we are trying to enter UNESCO because we asked to enter through this itinerary of old tough cellars, as you can see in the picture there, that are typical from the area. And so this is one thing that we're trying to do to promote the territory as a whole, not only our winery, but with the collaboration of other wineries and other varieties, we may gain this high quality again. On the other side, we are deciding next year to open an agritourism, because we think that if people come and leave the winery, they can breathe the air of the wine and touch with hand what it means, what it is, how it is made. They remember it, and nowadays I think that this sense of concreteness is something that many people deep down are looking for. They are looking to see and to touch something real in this historical moment where it is, at least for our generation, difficult and not so tangible as agriculture can be. So I think agriculture is a choice of living. I think it can give you lots of satisfaction, maybe not the satisfaction of profit, or not immediately, let's say, but it is a valuable investment. I say, I invested my whole life in it, so I strongly believe in it. Thank you.